And then the thing wound up happening, Vincent, where these two runners decided that they were going to play a game together. I don't know where I'm going with this statement, but I do know that we're giving you the broadcast of Alsoa versus Veetorp. Welcome, friends, to the Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament, week number 6. 3-2, these two are. They made it to the upper bracket. Vincent, what does that mean?
That these two have already made it to the bracket. And we
That's
do
right.
have a competition here because these are two very good players. So,
That they do. I think we can have a good time. These two runners. Let's get them going. Let's have some fun. How many Triforces do you think is going to be to get into level 9?
I'll go with a nice 7.
You're going to go with a... what number?
7.
7. All right, well, we're underway. Here we go. Let's have some fun. Here we go.
And look at those hit prices. That was very quick, but we had a 58, 38, and a 14.
You know what that means?
The 58 is going to be the hit for the silvers.
That means we're going to be save scumming when we have money and a book. And hope that the book's not in level 9.
Oh, don't say anything about that. The seed that I raced in, the book was in level 9, and it was a 5x4 seed.
Yeah, well, it's always fun when it does that because good luck getting any hints to where your items are. I mean, it could be worse. That's going to be a death for Alsoa, so we're going to up and A. It could be worse, Vincent. I mean, you could be staring at the book in the middle of a Chevy Island when you don't have the ladder to pick up the book because you never went to level 7. I might still be salty from yesterday.
That'll do it.
Yes, it would.
And
You know what
looks like the old men are trying to tell a bedtime story.
Yeah, well, we're going to get to that soon enough. By the way, we'll sync up the runners in just a moment. Don't worry.
And we have to wonder what the price of the door repair is because our
If we can switch over the audio to Veetorp while we do this 15-second pause. There we go. That's awesome. Moon Risen Phoenix is doing a wonderful job behind the scenes for us as the button clicker.
Yep.
So let's do Alsoa math and figure out what level we're going to find first.
But isn't math not allowed on Twitch?
It's Alsoa. Math is allowed.
Okay, so if we take 3 divided by 4...
That's
we'll get level
0.75.
1.
Okay, we can go with that. I mean, if Trin wants to enforce the no math rule, then he can play in the tournament. Oh, power bracelets are almost at him.
Okay, now that changes the math a little bit. Power bracelet adds...
2 is found.
2 was found. There was a 2 in there somewhere. Wait, no, I said 3 and 4. If you
Dinner on the floor.
round my answer up, then it would equal 2. And we already got a heart container.
Yes, we did.
Uh,
We also got a key.
Yep, but
This is, considering the fact that it's dark nuts, it's going to be a double reason why you're probably not going to see a oh gosh, medium secrets, minimum 25.
oh boy. Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. I don't think we're gonna get a second item out here, however.
No, I don't think so either. Let's see
And
what that
Alsoa is losing. Okay, so it's the minimum 15 on the door repair. At least we got that going for us.
Yeah, that's not too bad. As we have Gliok noises in the background.
Hey,
As
there's our
Alsoa
sword.
finds the sword at about the 3.5-minute mark, which equals 3.
Equals 3. Okay, sure.
And
So we're gonna find level 3 next.
yep. Nope.
Okay, well,
We find level 7.
you should have added your 3 and 4 together.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a no. That's a no. Let's get out of here.
And
Okay, so it's gonna try over here, see if we have a way over. Yeah, we do.
yeah, and got a shutter door with a Goma.
Okay,
So
we're done. Ain't anything else we can do around here. Let's go ahead and leave.
Yeah, I agree. So it's either do you want to fight a darkness or do you want to fight a Goma?
No. Next question.
And Veetorp finds his sword at the 4.5-minute mark, approximately.
So 4 plus 3. Veetorp's gonna find level 7 next.
Yep. Unless he takes a death on that screen, but he gets by the Piat. And he's going to find the lovely news about the Darknuts and maybe the Goma next door.
Alsoa resetting, trying to get a bomb chance off the first blue Octorok, which by the way takes 4 hits to kill because we had to +2 it.
Yeah. And
So what kind of bedtime story are we reading?
the bedtime story that we're going to be having.
Veetorp got it before he died. Good.
Got it. Yep, that was very good.
A bomb to the face, says our tracker. Do you know how that one goes?
What? Sorry?
A bomb to the face. Do you know how that story goes?
Yes, very much so.
Okay. Give me the first 3 lines.
I go, hello, boom, goodbye.
Okay.
And look at that key price. Hopefully that's just our expensive key.
All right, Veetorp doing the same strategy that Alsoa did against his first blue Octorok.
And
If you get the bomb, great. If you don't, reset, try again.
And
here, I think Veetorp's going to try to get another 4-pack. Because doing that resets your global counter.
And we found level 5.
None of our numbers added up to 5, Vincent.
Actually, we found level 2. Then we found level 7. So, if we take 2 out of the 7, it equals level 5.
No, nobody told me there's going to be subtraction here.
It's math. It's Alsoa math. Anything goes, right?
Well, that Lamola said anything goes, including Link. You go back to start.
And there's the compass. Looks like 3 rooms up from that room.
Looks like, yeah.
And there's our first hint that wants to tell us a bedtime story.
Actually, 4 rooms up.
Oh, yep, you're right. See, this is why I don't do math on Twitch. And this is such a lovely room to get by without a ladder.
That's okay. Ladder's gonna be here.
Oh, hey, it's our friends,
Tight.
Uncle Wizzy.
At least Tights don't teleport. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
They do.
Oh, and there's our first transport.
Also 40 rupee bombs, I'm being told.
Oh.
Oh, hi
Oh, hey. This was the story of my seed also. You go through a staircase, you meet a Petra. Nice
Give
combat though.
give Alsoa credit for this. But the big thing is Alsoa cannot take a bop, otherwise you're down to one hit KO mode.
Yep. But also got this.
Well, now we got it. Just be patient. Use your sword beams. Kill it. And enjoy nothing. But 5 rupees.
Yep. Oh, and there's our arrows.
This is going to be your map.
Yep. And it seems like everything decided to be squishy. Except for your bomb droppers.
Yeah, well, that's the way it always goes.
Oh,
Also, trying to get ready for a kinetic key. There you go.
And we got a
Now we
kinetic
save
key
it.
in the tea room.
And in level 5, the T rooms. Oh, that's unfortunate for Veetorp. Alright, so number 5, name that. Okay, fine, whatever.
That is a modified version of level 5.
This is definitely something.
Oh, there's the bomb upgrade.
Yeah, also it's just 100 rupees short of it.
Yeah.
So what do you think is in this level 5?
It's going to be the flute.
Why?
Because it's level 5. And that's what is in level 5 normally.
Well, Alsoa knows that, well, Alsoa still goes for that and gets it, which is very, very dangerous, but give Alsoa credit for that one. Here, Veetorp's in level 5 as well.
Yep, and he's trying to do some pirouetting shenanigans, but it's not going to work.
All right, here we go. Is this our containers? It's the item. It's the ladder. 5.
Yep, that's big. And, it's going to make 5 a lot friendlier now, since we don't have to... Since we can kill those lambos if we needed to, but...
We don't need to.
We don't need to anymore, because they have nothing that we need.
You say screw the heart in this situation if the Lamolas have it.
Yeah, and we're just going to say it because Elsa is just going to.
Oh no! Go fast,
Elsa.
Yeah, you gotta go faster when you walk into a room, especially when you have known Patras in there. Unfortunately, Alsoa meets up the wrong end of that, but we do know that Veetorp kind of wants to get this out of here.
Yeah. And nice thing is, Alsoa is going to have a much easier time getting through this, especially since that staircase now is free to go since we cleared all the enemies in the room.
Alright, so Alsoa's going to try to do this again. This time Alsoa has the knowledge. You get in that room, you go to the left ASAP.
Yep.
You don't have to kill the Patra, you just have to be patient. Actually, what I would have done right now if I'm Alsoa is kill that other staff host in case there's a key in this room. Yep.
Oh.
That was too close, and what happened was Alsoa got hung up on the shooter.
Yeah. Round 3. Third time is the charm, right?
Yeah, right now, Bird is not happy.
Yeah.
Alsoa is saying some fine words this time that would not be appropriate for use on various channel platforms, including but not limited to SpeedGaming.
Yeah. Alright. So, Alsoa and Veetorp are in the same room.
Yep, but Veetorp needs to get this ladder out of here. And right now, yeah, I would kill this Staphos in case it's got a key. Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
And Alsoa can't take a bob, so needs to withstand the Patra long enough. Now, go, 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 go. There you go.
And first Triforce of the Sea. Alright, Veetorp is just going to take out this Patra, who has been a pain. Won't have as easy of a time as Alsoa because Alsoa is Sword Beam threat. Veetorp has got a problem as Veetorp takes down this Patra.
Good job, Veetorp. Also, you get thrown out at 2Q6, no way back in, so Alsoa has to do this corner of the world now.
Yep. Unfortunately, Fred hasn't been able to figure out a way to get it so that you can just go back into the spot for the spare at 226.
Looks like Veetorp's going to try to set up the same thing that Alsoa did with the Kananaki. Gibdo not playing the way that Veetorp wants.
Alright.
Good work, Veetorp.
Veetorp finds that key room. It's the map.
Small secret 18.
That's a consolation prize. And
Speaking
you know
of-
what?
Seeing of prizes, this is the room that Veetorp wants.
Yeah. And there's Veetorp's ladder. Isn't that the first time that you want to see in a seed?
Imagine finding ladder. Nice bomb force for Alsoa.
Yep. And there's
Candle!
the combo. Yeah, first candle. Like Veetorp is going to explore a little bit more. I agree with this decision because you might find another key.
Yep.
But it's complemented with the pack bomb, which he'll gladly take. And stabs the Gipto for just only having a fiber, and there's level 3. And there's another bedtime story. Ooh,
How many bedtime stories can you stomach?
I don't know. Did also try and bomb one and it just split up?
Yeah, swung and missed on the hitbox.
Alright. And also out of keys. And we have Korea.
You like seeing this over seeing the Wiz robes.
Yeah. Isn't that like your favorite enemy, Rick?
I play as a Korea. That doesn't mean that I enjoy getting bananaed in the back by him.
Alright.
Alright. This room probably will have your map. Also 5 HP on the red Gorias. That's always fun. Level 3 is New Jersey.
I can see it.
Level 3 is New Jersey.
And
So I'm gonna predict that the item in level 3 is somewhere around Paramus.
Oh, and buyers do go down to a bomb.
That's always a welcome sight.
And there's a key for using up the first.
Yep. Alsoa gets a key in Atlantic City.
Yeah. And Oh, we got wall masters.
Yep, somewhere
Not
around
fun.
Trenton.
Very good combat with that. Alright. And this is going to be somewhat... Oh, and... Hey!
And the Triforce is in Tom's River.
And also it's just going to say, I'm going to say no to the Gliaki and just take the Triforce. And we never got the item out of 3. Because... Okay. Also, I had no bombs left, so I couldn't get the item out.
Yeah, he got stuck there. Unfortunate thing, but at this point you leave, come back a little bit later on when the game forces you to. Honestly, what I would do if I'm Alsoa, and I would do the same for Veetorp after he is done in this area, you just got the ladder. You pulled it out of a deep level 5, which wasn't necessarily a friendly level 5. What you might want to do is cash in and see if there's a important item on the coast.
Like maybe an any key?
Any key would be nice, but I mean, if you had the bow or the silvers there, that's good. If it's the red ring, especially on this low health at this early point, that's an advantage. Wand, white sword.
I would, if I was them, I would be like, I'd be rooting for the any key because there's been a lot of key doors, and level 3 was very unfriendly.
Right. You want it to be something that you feel can give you an advantage. And instead it's the magic boomerang. Womp womp.
And I think Veetorp will be just fine without the boomerang.
I don't know. Veetorp might get a little upset.
Why do you say that?
I mean, that boomerang could have gone places.
Oh.
I don't know what places they could have taken you, but you could have gone places with it.
Yeah, and...
By the way, staff boats are your communal enemy. They're in multiple groups.
Yep, and we found level 6.
And we also found the large secret sitting at 77 or 78 rupees.
Would you call this a poverty seat? 25, 76.
Hey, there's the other boomerang.
And also picks it up.
So the nice thing about this is now you're just wanting to look for the Triforce. Honestly, at this point, what I would do if I was playing this seed, get out of 6. You found the boomerang 1 room in. You don't know what your goal is for 9.
Yeah. And... I think what Alsoa's plan here is to just kind of explore a little bit, but not go too far, and just try and see if they can pull out the Triforce.
All right, there you go. Get out. You don't know if you need all the Triforces, and level 6 being one of the biggest dungeons in this game, you could be spending a lot of time looking for a Triforce when you don't need to.
Yep. And there's
Now,
the large for Alsoa.
Yep. If this game tells you later on that you need all 8 Triforces, then yes, you have to go back to 6. But for now, just get out, move on.
And Alsoa is going to get the news about the boomerang.
No, if he doesn't get hopped on.
Or shot at.
Hey, you don't want that.
And
Yep, boomerang, see it, turn around, go back. You don't need it.
Yep, you already got one. Oh, also be careful and all right. Man, those bombs are nasty. But we did get some meat, so Veetorp doesn't have to worry about the bait block anymore. Ooh, and Lionel decided to greet Alsoa. You want to be greeted by Lionel?
Vincent, I could hear screaming all the way up the East Coast.
Oh boy. All right, and we got an arrow purchase on Alsoa's end. I think I know where those arrows are going to go as Veetorp gets his candle. There's a raft, and no dice. I can probably hear some more screaming. Would you agree?
Yeah, but at this point in time, you just gotta roll with it.
And also buys a harp. And there's the letter. As we found level 9. Hey! I called it!
So 7 units needed to get into level 9. What that means is we are going to probably still try to stay away from that level 6 for a little bit.
Do you want something significant about that spot there?
What's significant about it?
Veetorp died on that screen. When he tried and Arm decided to have the last laugh. So he does not know that it's a 7x4 seat. It might be a while before he gets back there. Would you agree?
Depends on where the recorder is.
True. And Alsoa doesn't buy the... Wait. Going back in. And Alsoa bought the meat. Oh. 3, 4, 5, 8.
Yeah, that first bop was intentional because Veetorp wasn't sure where his count was. Now that he knows where his count is, he's going to try to set up a bomb here. Nice force.
Yep.
Fortunately, that's not going to help Veetorp get any deeper inside this level 3. We need a key for that, but we are going to be coming back to that a little bit later on. We have a question in chat, Vincent, and the person in chat was asking, why couldn't they pick up the raft? Well, in the randomizer, there is a setting that allows you to switch the number of hearts required to pick up the white sword item. It's normally 5, but it can be in these settings between 4 and 6. Apparently, this seed is one where 6 is needed.
Yep. And we also have some bad news on Alsoa's side. You know how we've been having bomb droppers roll up?
Let me guess, the Red Dark Nuts did the same.
Yep. They're at least 5 HP because they did not die to Alsoa's bomb. And hey, look at those blue dark nuts. And but that was so they're 5 HP. And we're going to skip this room. That room was actually a possible drop room. Oh, lucky bomb hole for Alsoa.
Yep, and very good odds that it was going to be your map drop from those blue dark nuts.
Oh, hey, it's your friendly neighborhood Patra. Oh, and can you hear the screams?
Yep.
And Alsoa is out. And we're getting some dead. Unfortunately, Alsoa will not be able to check these spots here because he has no bombs. Ooh, we found level 1 on Veetorp's side. Oh, and it's dark nuts. Hopefully, we find something that's nice here.
That, by the way, leaves level 5 as the last level we're gonna find.
We've already.
No, I mean level 8. Level 8.
Yep. And there's a key, and there's a heart for Alsoa. Oh, and back down to 0 keys. Alright, and there's the Triforce, and Veetorp's going to pick it up. Let's see where level 1 was. I didn't actually catch where that was.
1Q3.
That's a pretty easy location. And I'm thinking Alsoa is going to find it soon, given where he's at. Oh, there's Megs. So, judging by how this seed is running, how many hearts do you think the Megs is going to need?
We're never gonna find out.
And why do you say that? As we are getting approaching closer to that magical number where they could get it. Oh. Alright, so we're going to possibly see another kinetic key here from Veetorp's side if that Lick wants to play. Oh, and there's the map for level 1. Woo.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
So, level 1 is brought to you by the number 11.
Yep. Either that or it is L1. Because that thing on the left does look like a small letter L. In a way.
It does. Alright. Oh, 1 bomb. A dream. Is Veetorp going to get this bomb off on the dongle, or is he going to go?
3/4 in 1.
Yeah, that's That's actually pretty nice. And he has a Triforce out of one. So,
And Alsoa is in one as well.
yep. One more key than Veetorp has. So, there is a possible chance that Alsoa will be able to explore a little bit farther.
And there's 8.
We have all of our dungeons. Nice clip there. And we got the Mole Master. And we got a map and I'd say very big level 8.
Yeah, it looks like a level 8.
Yeah, it's Swiss cheese. Veetorp doing some pretty good combat here.
Yeah, this is not an easy room with the Beamos.
Yeah, especially since the Blue Korea are 7 HP. There's a key for Veetorp.
There's a shoot room, and you're not doing anything in this room. You gotta up and A.
Unfortunate. So Alsoa got the heart container here. Oh. This might prove an issue for Alsoa. Because Veetorp was able to communicate it.
Yeah, there's something that Alsoa is not gonna be able to do.
Yeah. But Alsoa is going to get the map and is going to be able to bomb up if he so chooses to. Oh, is this going to be our first item? Nope, it is just the transport. Oh, that was a nice block for Veetorp.
Alsoa looking at the inventory, not realizing what he had picked up for a moment, but does see the recorder after all.
Yep. Trying to find those start nuts. Does he decide to bomb up? I would possibly just try and bomb up there. In that one room that he skipped it. Maybe it will be other items. We don't know what this room has. Or maybe it'll be a key. Oh, or we're just going to skip that room. How does that sound, Rick?
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back.
And you want to know what's interesting about level 1 with the whole fact that's 11? Want to know what it also represents? The 11 recorder spots on the overworld. Right? And Alsoa finds level 8. Also, I think needs to be a little bit more careful with his combat because he was kind of being aggressive there, I think. There's a key.
Yeah, it seems like level 8's been hiding a lot of our keys that we've been lacking this entire seed. There's the Triforce in the far left room of this 8, in the middle. Heart container on the floor.
That was the second heart container in 8.
Well, then you know what that means then.
I believe that was the second one.
Well, you know what that means then.
Yeah. Ghost Heart's in 8. Ooh, this is a unique thing we don't usually see. Veetorp bought the big shield. All right. All right. Hello, Aquamentus. We got a nice present for you. All right. And Veetorp going for the world wrap again. And got the boomerang this time.
There's your bomb force from Alsoa.
And gets rewarded with just the bomb force.
Whole lot of nothing. So Veetorp's about to find out this level 9 in just a moment.
Yep. And also making great use of the
Full health refill.
as always, nice to see. And Zelda is going to find the Triforce in here. And it's going to leave it.
That's an oops.
Yep. And that was a nice bomb force. Oh. Wait, was this just... That was the other end of the transport that Alsoa found. Hello, man? Alright, we'll need a key to get up to that upper section. And also it's going to say no to that room. I wonder why. And Veetorp is going to find that screen there and takes the death. And Alsoa takes the... Is he going to take the transport back? Nope. There's an Aquamentus. Fortunately,
So I was hoping to find the key.
Yeah. Luckily enough, Alsoa does know where the Triforce is, so...
Yeah, I think this is we're gonna grab it now.
So we
By the way,
all the levels. Go ahead.
Alsoa knows where all the levels are, but Veetorp does not. I think.
Yep.
Oh no, Alsoa hasn't seen 2, no.
Yeah. Alsoa hasn't seen 2. And I think it's 6 or 7 that Veetorp hasn't seen. But Veetorp is going to find that one level that they're missing too. As I believe it was right around here. Right up this ladder. And level 4. I don't think we found anything in 4 when the first time we came in here.
Yeah, it was an incomplete dungeon, and Alsoa said no after getting pounced by the Dark Nuts.
Yep. And there's another heart container.
Alsoa back into 3.
He has a bomb and a dream. Because he found the Triforce, but was bomb blocked in 3.
Yep.
And we're about to see another bomb force.
Nice one right there.
And
Also, 7 HP for the blue Gorillas, 5 HP for the red Gorillas. My goodness.
yep. And there's that bomb wall that also couldn't get through into.
Yeah, you definitely want this key over here in Trenton.
Yep. Oh, and it's a good thing we had the ladder from 5.
Oh, yeah. Otherwise, you weren't getting through New Brunswick. No bombs. That's unfortunate. Yeah, don't take a debt to the virus. Because this is going to be the answer to 3. Oh, it's the answer to all your key problems.
Yes, and also is very happy about finding that.
Well, you're content.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to scream. You're not going to be celebrating too much because it's an optional item, but this will help you.
All right.
Because we still have to find the bow. We still have to find the silvers.
I am
And
voting
also-
that the. Go ahead.
I was going to say Alsoa also needs bombs because, well, level 2 is not behind a bomb wall. It's the open cave up on Death Mountain. But having 0 bombs puts that as a lower priority in your life.
Yeah. That would do that.
And that is the only level that Alsoa is missing right now.
And Veetorp decided to skip finishing out level 4.
It's been a rough dungeon based on what I've seen.
Yeah, it has been. There is a bomb pack for Veetorp, and I think Veetorp is about to go and visit you, potentially.
Yeah, this would be the second trip for Veetorp.
And there's the rapper Alsoa. And Alsoa, actually both supporters now have access to the entire overworld. As Alsoa nearly escapes death. Where is Alsoa going now?
Oh,
that was
right into a pea hat. Oh my gosh.
Alsoa, I can hear the screams from that. Let's see, does Pea Hat meet up with him again? No. Why is Alsoa?
I think the people in Eastern Quebec could hear what Alsoa just had to say.
Wait, no, he is in 1. Oh, he has the Amy key. He can explore more of 1. This might help Alsoa. Because we are still looking for a floor item. And Veetorp in 2. Veetorp taking a potion. I agree with this. And there's
Yeah, that we don't need anymore.
Yeah.
Red candle. That's our other item.
Yep.
Not exactly what you're going to go joy about. Like the
Not
any
really.
key you go joy about. The red ring you definitely are excited about as far as auxiliary items that you don't necessarily need. The red candle, 52 minutes in, you are not thrilled.
No, you're not. Alright. But it is a good way to candle boost through the Patra problem.
I mean, yeah, but the big problem right now comes down to when you take a look at all the items that still remain in this game, you're probably looking at the red candle as the lowest ranked item.
Yeah. And I felt bad for Alsoa there. Just bought a pack of bombs.
Yeah, 40 rupees and now buying another pack.
Ew. But But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Do you?
I would have 100% with given the enemy set and how all of our bomb droppers have rolled up.
Do you remember where the magical sword was?
Yes, he is 2 screens away from it.
Could this actually give us a little glimmer of hope?
No.
You don't think we're gonna get this at 10 hearts? Well,
No.
you're right.
I could have told you that a long time ago.
Why?
Because everything has rolled up. That's nice.
Okay, fine, sure. Back to level 7.
Yep. Where everything is so nice in here. Ooh.
You have a crazy definition of the term nice.
See, that was nice. And got around the Goma. As Veetorp. Ooh.
These 2 runners are going to have nightmares of dark nuts in their sleep tonight.
Yep, for sure. Oh.
Nice force for Alsoa.
Alright. And
oh, well, at least it's
keys.
At least it's keys as opposed to something else that could have been that room. Oh, that's a great dark nut Triforce room in 2.
Yep. That's another Triforce. Now, I'm wanting to, if there's anything I want to try and kill, is that snake there. That was actually nice.
Oh, get back, clock. There you go.
But you want to know what was also nice? We found something that rolled down.
Wait, that can happen?
Well, at least it didn't roll all the way up. The blue dark nut died at its normal HP at least.
Oh, this isn't... Oh, so it's still gotta be careful down to 1 health. Oh, that was too close.
Too close for comfort. I agree. And does not push.
It's nothing. Did we find anything in 2?
Apparently we found the book.
Well, that is an item that exists.
Yeah. Not too thrilled about it. Especially since we found almost every item in the game. Except for the bow and the silvers. And the red ring and the wand. And we still have to dig out 8. And we still...
Oh, +2 on the bomb upgrade.
So... yeah, I would not be happy about that.
Just the sign of how the seed's going.
Yep. I can about imagine what Alsoa is going to say when he comes back in here. Ooh. There's another. Ooh, that's nice. Alright, so we still haven't seen the item in 7.
Oh boy.
Why are you saying oh boy?
It's just what you want to see as a dig dogger. I mean, yes, we have the recorder, but it's exactly what you really want to see. Especially one that rolls up.
Yeah.
Because why not? Oh, yeah. We're not in a good spot here.
No, we are not.
Yeah, we're not in a good spot. And that's exactly why you don't want to see Dig Dogger.
Yeah, like I said, everything has rolled up.
All right, Veetorp's going to get the Any key out of 3 soon.
Yep.
And also the Triforce.
Yeah.
And also the hint that 2's up on Death Mountain. Thank you, game.
All right.
I'd like to remind you right there in the middle of your screen which level had the book, so you could read that hint. Alsoa, use your red candle, kill the other yeah. I was gonna say use your red candle, kill the likes, and that way you can get it down to the one that's stomaching you.
Yeah,
And you know what's going on with Alsoa. His thoughts in the seed are pretty much he's got to calm down. At this stage, Alsoa is not in a great spot as far as his thought process. Needs to kind of refocus. And I know that's easier said than done because I definitely get into that same mindset when things are just not going your way at all in the seed. You're taking a lot of deaths. To be asked to calm down and focus back on the seed, it's just, how do you do it? There are runners who are so much better at being able to do that than others are.
Yeah. Well, we're just going to try and clear rooms that are easier right now, that are more than capable in his ability.
That is also sad sight right there. All that time, and you ended up taking a death there to the likes, and it didn't push.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but well, we just got to keep on pressing forward and just hope that we find something nice eventually.
And you will. Eventually, the seed will give us the items we need to beat this game.
And I stab through those enemies, and we really don't want to fight this room right now. We cleared this room before?
I don't think so.
Nope, does not push. That would have been that room.
Same as any other room.
Yeah, I don't really find those rooms to push very often. Oh, boy, when they do, it usually has something valuable in it. So, that's actually pretty nice for Alsoa. Alright. There's that's for Veetorp. Oh, hey! You know those keys that we were needing?
Yeah, we find them after we get the Any key.
Yeah.
The perfect example of the game knows.
Yep. Ooh. Careful. Oh, nice bomb there.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay. Come on, Beamos. All for a $5. Imagine what this level is reminding me of right now. This level 7.
1Q7.
Yeah.
All right, we had something that pushes.
But not the exact thing that we're hoping to find push.
Oh,
What?
please connect these two rooms.
Oh, that'll be hilarious, but
It'll be not hilarious for Alsoa. Oh, nice strike.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the... Oh my gosh.
Dictator's curse.
Well, you knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah. Especially since you spoke it into existence. But yeah, especially since we have searched so much of this 7, it was bound to happen.
Yep.
At least you can be comfy in this room.
And you never have to clear it again.
Yeah. And oh, Alsoa. Ooh. And
More nothing.
yeah, more nothing.
How'd you like to have more nothing?
Yeah, and another bedtime story. What's the bedtime story this time, Rick?
A Christmas Carol.
Anyone specific?
No, just simply Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol.
Oh, fair enough. I approve.
Well, you better, because it's the story we're gonna get.
Oh,
There's the end key for Veetorp.
he's probably not too. Even though
I mean-
it's a nice thing, he's probably not too thrilled about it at an hour and 6 minutes thing.
I mean, you accept it, but again, it's not something that's gonna win you the seed. Alright, we do know where the Triforce is. Let's go to the blinking dot for more details about this seed. And for this, we're gonna go to our roving reporter in the sky. Take it away. I don't know who we have for our reporter in the sky.
Aaron Clapton?
Nah.
Alright. There is a room up on top, but
Oh, yeah. Simultaneous stats too.
Yeah. Ooh. And now Veetorp in one, and he's not going to be happy about this item.
I mean, again, you have to accept it at this point in time, but you want something that's going to help you beat this seed. You're an hour 7 in. You don't know where your opponent is, and I know for certain both runners are not enjoying this seed at this point.
Yeah, I agree. And we still haven't seen the stair item. Come on, just let it be a super room. Nope.
It's not going to be a super room. It's going to be a dark note room. At least it's the red dark note room, but it's got BMOS, like half these other rooms in level 7 do.
Yeah. So Alsoa is going to try and clear the top of this room. Attempt to again. What was the story of this top? Oh, more dark nuts. Of course. What else would it be?
The menacing keys. With a key.
With, yeah.
Alright. So,
Alright.
I think our friendly Goma, or this room here, will have your map. Because why not at this point?
Actually, I want to say I'm going to be behind that dark nut, and the Goma's going to have you. And that room on the right is going to have your bow in it.
What did the runners do wrong to you?
Nothing.
I do not really. I'm not really sure I catch your nothing vibe here.
But with how the seed is playing out, that's what I'm envisioning right now.
What I'm envisioning is a very fun interview process when we're done with all this.
Yes, very much so.
There's the Triforce.
And Alsoa is out of 7. Alsoa only needs 2 more Triforces, and he could enter 9.
I do want to point out, though, by the way, that this is a race where both runners are going to make it to the upper bracket. The winner gets a better seeding of the two. By the way, that P-Hat's going to have... is going to get some strong words from Alsoa later.
Probably.
All right, Alsoa needs to get to level 2. More out of the sense that would give Alsoa dungeon number 8 on his to-do list. And by the way, I do want to also remind you, we found the hint early in this seed.
Yeah, but Alsoa doesn't know about that. Oh. There's heart container number 11 for Alsoa. But I'm envisioning a heart meg.
What did the runners do to you to upset you this much?
They didn't let me roll the seed.
Who rolled this one?
One of our competitors.
Which one?
The one on the right.
Veetorp, stay away from my seeds during the brackets. And the P-Hat pops out so again. That's 3 now.
Alright, and we are... And why are we in 5 again?
Because we have... Okay. Oh, bomb upgrade. Alsoa wants the other bomb upgrade.
Yep. That makes sense. Oh, I am mistaken. Not all the bomb droppers rolled up. There was one that rolled down.
You're gonna tell me it's the Red Wish robes, aren't you?
Yeah.
La dee da.
And I believe he is one room away from that bomb upgrade.
Compliments of the bedtime story, and Alsoa is up to 12 hearts. Now, if I'm Alsoa while I'm doing this adventure in the overworld, I am going to check to see if I have that 25% shot at magical sword, because this would make the seed a whole lot crisper.
And he's not.
12 bombs. It's been a long day.
Alright, now where is Alsoa going?
By the way, speaking of long day, how about you give these runners a follow because they've had a long seed for our entertainment here on Speed Gaming. Alsoa and Veetorp. Alsoa. We've seen Alsoa's name around the community for years, many of the years that we've been celebrating 10 years. Veetorp is relatively new. We got to see Veetorp over the last few years. People in the Link to the Past Randomizer community remember Veetorp as one of the primary developers. In fact, the current branch of the main Link to the Past Randomizer is the Veetorp branch. By the way, we have not found the item in level 4, did we? Yes, no, we haven't.
Nope. So at this point in time, Alsoa is like, give me a bone or something.
Oh, that would be something at the bait blocks, our next major progression. It's being a bone.
Yeah, well, that's not a worry for us.
It's a worry for these two.
No, it's not. They both bought meat.
Woo.
They bought it pretty. Ooh, Alsoa.
Get the heart. It's a placebo heart against these blue dark nuts. And we save the room. Good.
Yep. That's very good. And now... we're going to need some more bombs.
We're going to need something. Alright, trying to tee it up. Get both of these hit at the same time. Just got to be careful. While you lure them together, there's... oh, nice map. Bow and 8!
Ooh! Bow and 8! There we go. Isn't that our first real point of real combat?
That is the first major piece. We do need that at some point in time. I also would like this Patra to go away. Preferably not into Alsoa.
Ooh, Alsoa makes it into...
Please don't die. Do not die. Thank you. Step over the water, reach the magic boomerang. Thank you.
Alright, what is this other?
Leok lurks silvers and 4!
Oh, if Alsoa gets it, he is... I don't know.
Well, here, the problem is... Veetorp knowing that's not going to be something that Veetorp's going to leave forever.
Especially since he has the bow. That puts
yep.
them in virtual
and Veetorp's beelining it for this 4 right now. There's the silvers on the floor. So
yep.
Alsoa gets the knowledge about the silvers, which is good in the sense that Alsoa won't have to play the game of guessing level 9, but the caveat here is Veetorp found out about those silvers before Alsoa found out about these silvers, so it's not knowledge that Alsoa has exclusively.
Yep.
Alsoa does know that levels 1 through 8 has to have the bow.
Yep. And you want to know where that bow is?
It's not an easy dive into 8.
It's in that upper left-hand corner that Alsoa had purely explored.
Resources have been just so difficult for both of these runners for the longest time. There's the Triforce for Alsoa. And again, Alsoa needs to get to level 2.
Does he?
Alsoa still needs to find level 2.
Yeah. Or he has level 6.
Well, yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, if I'm Alsoa, I mean, I haven't found level 2, and it's either 2 or 8 at this point in time that has the bow. I'd like to find 2 first. Especially since you already grabbed the Triforce out of 8. You've seen the boomerang in 6, so you don't want to go back to 6 unless you have to.
Yep. And we're going to find level 2 relatively in relative short order.
Yep. The problem is that Veetorp now is on the fast track path. Veetorp doesn't have the map in this 4 because it was in that nasty blue Darknet room, but knows the silvers are here. You're doing everything in this dungeon until you find that.
Yep. And what do you think of that red potion price?
I mean, it's surprised it exists. That being said, I'll still buy the blue one, despite the fact that, regardless of whether or not the blue was more expensive or less than expensive than the red. For those of you who don't recognize what I'm mentioning by that, see my race against Sidetown.
Alright, and I also found level 2.
52 rupee red potion, 50 rupee blue potion or something like that. I forget, I don't know. Anyway, Veetorp went to the wrong side of 4. Now needs to go to the right side of 4. Figuratively and literally. There's the book for Alsoa.
That wasn't too bad. At least he found his item.
Yeah. So now Alsoa knows that the bow has to either be... No, Alsoa knows that the bow has to be an 8.
Yeah.
There's no other way around it. Alsoa knows bow is an 8.
And he's just... Now, Alsoa is at 12.
Oh, this is a... I'm out of here. Let me get that magical sword. All right, friends. Oh, we're going to buy some hints. Well, we can only afford one. Which is... Oh, hi there, game. You needed the ladder to get the bow. That doesn't tell Alsoa what level it's in, but Alsoa, again, should have it narrowed down to where it's in level 8. So let's go ahead and check to see if this magical sword is obtainable, because that would help Alsoa, but we're not going to go ahead and do that, I guess. At this point, I think Alsoa is just trying to turbo.
He is going to go for the magical sword, but he's going to go the route that is the safest.
Right, okay. The dodging of the Lionels. Yep, okay, I gotcha.
But it was not that screen. It was...
Yeah, it's the one above it.
And it is going to be 14. Nope. It is 12, so...
Alright, well, there you go. Oh, that's right. We never found the item in 7.
Yeah, we still don't know what item in 7 is.
Hey, friends, make sure you follow both of these runners. Alsoa, Veetorp. Also, make sure you give some love for Moonrisen Phoenix, making the icons appear on your screen. And then Vincent 246 is just here while I ramble on.
Alright, so now, where is Alsoa going next?
Back to 8.
Yep.
This is the right decision. Now, the big thing for Alsoa is, do you go back to 2 or 6 to get that Triforce to make it your 7? Veetorp struggling here with this level 4. Still needs to get one more Triforce. Peace!
And we know that this is not the room.
We know,
that we're looking for.
but that's something that Alsoa, or rather Veetorp, doesn't know without that map. All right, so here's the issue. Where Alsoa needs to go is where in this 8 was the bow.
In the upper left-hand corner.
The upper left-hand corner.
Yep.
So
in
this
those
was
5 rooms.
So it was a situation earlier on where resources, the lack of keys, the lack of bombs just made it impossible to get up to that corner.
Yep. And Alsoa is taking the route to the staircase. Nope. Alright.
Oh, get those bombs. Yeah. There's your shoot room right there.
And has repeatable offense, so he can kill those.
Yeah, having the red candle. This is where having the red candle is going to help Alsoa out. Doesn't give what we need.
No. So hopefully this
Veetorp's getting close.
Yep.
There's the silvers.
And he already has the Triforce out of here, so.
Yep. Now,
ooh.
Wow, that's a... Yeah. This has been a struggle for both of these runners.
But now, Veetorp is now in go mode.
Because these levels have been filled with Dark Nuts and Wizrobes. I think the Gurias only came up in, what, levels 3 and 8?
Yep. Alright, and so this is the way that Alsoa is heading directly for the
Veetorp's going to 7. Yep, go up here. Or, okay, we're going to check this over here to the right first.
But Alsoa is in the right area. So, is the map behind this Skoma?
Oh, Veetorp's... You can tell Veetorp's trying to rush this fight. And it's not. Oh, not even an item. Not a map. It's nothing.
Wow.
The true definition of you lose, you get nothing. Good day, sir.
Yep.
So Alsoa's going to have one advantage here. That Veetorp's not going to have, and that's that magical sword. So if you're cheering on Veetorp in this instance, you really want to see a white sword here, because I don't know if Veetorp gets to the 12. I mean, maybe the magical sword could be the 13, or rather the 11.
Yeah. Actually, if any...
Okay, here we go. This is where Alsoa needs to be. There's the bow. All right, Alsoa's in go mode. Just needs to get the Triforce out of either 2 or 6.
What you want out... what you want for Veetorp, actually, I think what you want is the red ring in 7.
I mean, the red ring would be nice, but I'm just talking when you go into level 9 and you're facing off against Ganon, one person's going to only need 4 sword swings versus one person at this point who needs 15.
Yep. And we know that 10 hearts is not enough for... And Veetorp gets the news about the very nice transport.
Yeah. All right, so Alsoa's going to choose to go 6th and then go back into 9. All right. Hopefully for Alsoa's sake, that Triforce is easy in this level 6. But, I mean, nothing's been easy about this seed whatsoever. Hey, Blue Wizrobes. First instance I think we've seen them this seed.
There was one other room. I want to say in 3 there was blue wizards, but we were able to change them out.
Oh, there's your Triforce of 6. Okay, buckle up, friends. We're off to 9.
Yep. All right. And what are we looking for in level 9?
Sanity. Trust me, we are looking for sanity. We want this to be a straightforward level 9 without any magical staircases whatsoever. I mean, by this point in time, everyone knows what we're listening for. We're looking for that roar, we're looking for the door, and all that other various things that we've talked about for hundreds of seeds at this point. So buckle up, friends. What are we going to find first? Are we going to find Ganon, or are we going to find Zelda's location? Vincent, what are we going to find first?
We're going to find the hint for one of those locations.
Oh, Wizrobes and 9! Okay, now you really hope Veetorp gets the white sword. Oh, this is good.
I kind of want Veetorp to get the red ring.
I mean, yes, I understand that, but again, this is looking to be a combative level 9, so... there's our Coast Heart, so it wasn't a double-hearted 8, after all.
I thought it was. Whoops. Bad.
Hey, Roar!
Oh boy. This is fast.
Okay, is Ganon to the south? Yes, he is! There we go, and he's in a Chevy!
Just what you wanted to see, right?
Yeah, sure, for real.
But, this is going to be... That's 2 hits for Alsoa.
Yeah, that's a Hyrule driver.
Yep. Alright.
And now... Run like hell. Just like the Pink Floyd song. And hope you get a drop on 2 and 5 in that room, but you don't.
Yep. Alright. Does Alsoa get the kill here?
Oh, this is a nasty setup already. Oh, come on, one more hit. There we go. Is Zelda in the next room over? Possibly can. We're going to check this room first.
It is. Because
is it? Yes, it is! There we go! Game over!
And with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 41 seconds. And we have a bird in the commentator's booth. GG's, Alsoa.
Why was level 9 free?
I don't know, except for that one blue Wizro room that says hello to you, and then all of a sudden everything else becomes free.
Yeah. Like, for everything this seed made you do, 9 should not have been that free.
Well, you see, the only reason why that 9 was free was because you picked up the magical sword.
I guess.
I mean, you and Veetorp struggled throughout this seed until you picked up that magical sword. Then you just started flying, figuratively and literally.
Well, I mean, when everything in the game rolls up, what you do is you just get the sword that makes everything at most 3 hits, and you're done.
Yeah. Yes. All right, so we do have a question from our tracker. Moonrise and Phoenix asks, and I quote, "What would you like to say to those P-hats, especially the ones that, as you landed off to using the recorder, right into them to die and go back to start?"
I think I deserved it for trying to record her onto a screen with P-hats with half a heart.
You got bopped by 3 of those P-hats throughout this seed.
I died more than I needed to.
By the way, you would if you would have found the hint and been able to get the hint in level 7, you would have found the hint for the bow.
Yeah, but You had to go to a very far corner of that 7 to get there, and that's where Veetorp is right now, trying to find some sort of answer to this seed. So, yeah, you getting the magical, I think, kind of helped, and also getting the silvers out of 4.
Yeah. I'm glad I bought both bomb upgrades.
Because that hint shop also did mention that Gleeok did return with a, or Gleeok did lurk with the silver arrows just while you were in 4.
Oh, nice.
But by that point, Veetorp had the bow pulled out of 8.
Yeah, when I saw step over the water to reach the bow, I thought to myself, okay, well, I didn't really see any ladder blocks in 7. I saw blocks of just about every other variety, but nothing ladder, so I'm just gonna go out on a limb and assume it's 8.
So how many times did Bird curse today?
Before or after the hour mark?
Starting from minute 0 of this seed, right up until you got done.
Alright, so the first hour was like, there might have been the occasional, but I was actually trying to keep from doing that because I didn't want to get myself tunnel vision, so it was like the little, very gentle hill, and then, you know how in Roller Coaster Tycoon there's the vertical drop coaster?
Well, yeah, because I usually crash them.
Yeah, so it was one of those after the hour mark.
Yeah, we kind of figured that you were starting to lose your patience on this seed, especially with how some of those rooms were going. But the thing is, the stat of this seed, between the two of you, you both have died at this time 37 combined times, and Veetorp's coming so close to making it 38.
You know, I thought my preference for selective combat was going to absolutely kill me when it was like, hey, 7 has the silvers, and now you got to go back to 7.
By the way, how about that level 6 that gave you both the item and the Triforce just rooms in?
So getting the item out of 6 and
number 38.
So getting the item out of 6 and then leaving was both a calculated decision of I don't want to spend my 1 key in 6, and also I'm going to go see how many Triforces I need for 9, and then never come back to 6, only for 2 to be in the middle of nowhere, full of dark nut. And I said, you know what? I got 12 hearts. I'm just going to go try to get the magical sword, and if I get the magical sword, then I'll do the math on 6 after I get the bow.
Oh gosh, you're doing math on Twitch.
I'm doing math in a seed where I'm already looking like the swear jar is getting some more tips than I would have liked to have given it.
How much? If you had a quarter for every swear in the jar, how much money are we talking about?
I'd probably be able to retire in 3 years. If we're counting,
I was going to ask if you could afford a thing of eggs.
I can afford a thing of eggs in 2 years. Retire in 3 years, eggs in 2.
There we go. You heard it here first, friends.
But yeah, the decision to go back to 6 was a case of, well, it's right next to 9. I have magic sword, so it can't be that bad. And then it just showed up there, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad I didn't try to do that on no ringwood sword because that would have sucked.
I figured that was kind of what your thought process was. I think we're about to get to the end of Veetorp's, yep, there we are. Veetorp's ambitions of finishing out this seed has come to a rest here in this level 7. Let's get Veetorp in here. We could go ahead and talk about things, and then we'll wrap things up here and send you on your merry way because we do have stuff coming up here in a little bit. Alsoa, you are now 4 and 2. Entering this tournament, did you have any idea where you were going to sit heading into brackets?
Yeah, I figured I would be 1 of 3 or 4 2 and get some like middle of the pack-ish to slightly higher end seed. But I didn't think I was going to be like near the top. I don't have the consistency for that.
A Veetorp in the commentators booth. GG's Veetorp.
Thanks. GG's.
Hi, Veetorp.
That last room that you died in, Veetorp.
Yep.
If you bomb to the left, you had pretty much way easier path to get to the Triforce.
I
Define
could have
easier.
walked around. I had a
Yeah.
path to the left.
As easy as level 7 was going to treat you both. Let's just put it this way. Level 7 was not friendly. Level 1 really wasn't friendly with the key doors until you had to come back later with the any key to find out that it was a red candle that was essentially useless because the Gurias only ended up in, 2 dungeons.
Yep.
Anything you want to say to that patron level 5 that blocked you from getting the Triforce a couple of times, Alsoa?
Yeah, I should have just stopped and fought it because the first Patra fight went perfectly, so I should have just done that.
You had beams first for that, and that worked out perfectly. The second time, though, you just got caught up against the Beamos there, and that just opened up your hitbox.
Yep.
Because otherwise you would have had that Triforce there. And I think, honestly, the Seed just... The amount of dark nuts you had to face that were rolling up, especially the red ones, just... This wasn't a friendly Seed.
Dark
Nope.
Knights rolled 8 HP at least.
I didn't notice. Everything seemed to have rolled plus 20.
Yeah, exactly. Veetorp, any thoughts about this Seed?
It was rough. And normally you find like some kind of upgrade or something along the way. And just
Yeah, we never
wood
found
sword. Yeah, wood sword on dark nuts with whenever you die you only have 3 hearts is it's rough, especially in rooms with the Beamos. So
Did we ever find the, I mean, we must have at some point in time found the blue ring shop.
Yeah, it was
I
just
think
empty.
it's yeah, it was with bombs, I think, wasn't it? Or I don't know.
But when you have 40 rupee bombs and a 78 rupee large secret,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also Veetorp, the
Yep.
Seed had the worst level 9 ever.
Well, guess what? I never got to go. I mean, I went in once to see how many Triforces, and then I never went in again.
So, with how insane this Seed was, you would expect level 9 to be like a 60-room gauntlet.
Sure.
It was
Instead, it was 10% of that.
It was actually a 6-room 9 with a Coast Heart on the first room behind a Blue Wizards.
Ugh. I didn't play
Yeah.
Wiz rooms. Oh well.
Not even a red ring. Like, not even the courtesy red ring.
Yeah. So, the only items that were outstanding was the
All,
white sword.
let's just put it this way, Vincent. All the items that was standing were the items that these runners wanted. The white sword, the wand, the red ring. This Seed was brutal.
Yep.
It was pretty rough. But hey, you know what? They can't all be zingers.
Well, you're moving on to brackets still here, Veetorp. You get to put this Seed behind you, and here's hoping that when you get to brackets that whoever rolls the Seed rolls you a good Seed.
Won't be
In
me.
other words, you might want to stay away from rolling the Seed for that next one of yours.
Yeah, I'm not touching that button again.
I was going to offer to roll the Seed, and then you rolled it, and I was like, okay, we'll see what happens.
I mean, we all know that it really doesn't matter who rolls the Seed. It's going to be doing these runners the way that a Seed does these runners. Just, I didn't expect this wild ride here on this evening, but I do give you both props for surviving this Seed and leaving with at least a few of your marbles intact.
My swear jar is heavier now.
Yeah, there was a point where you just couldn't get mad. You just couldn't, like, you're like, every dungeon's like this. Every place I walk into is just more. So you're
Yeah,
kinda
yep.
like, just, yeah.
And by the way,
oh, good.
I was going to say, and by the way, that blue Dark Knight room in 4 was where your map was.
In 4, oh, I think I walked through that a few times.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I got to the arrows. That was actually the part that I should have just pressed on instead of trying to kill stuff. I should have just, like, looked for the, sitting on the floor item.
Sometimes that's the way the Seed is that the items are going to be freely available, and all that time spent combating other rooms is just, hey, look, here's 5 rupees. Here's nothing
Yeah.
else. No drop here. Where are all the keys?
Where are all the keys? I found all the keys. Every one of them. They were in 3.
Yep.
Yes.
Convinced all of the keys were just turned into dark nuts.
I think the any key turned up in around Elizabeth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We were joking that level 3 looked like the state of New Jersey. Or at least I was.
Yeah, I don't know all the towns and cities in New Jersey, so I was letting Rick have his ice cream.
Nobody went with the Trogdor on that one?
No. I don't think chat even came up with the thought of that being Trogdor. I was just joking around that the Triforce was in Tom's River.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, GG's to both of you. Good luck to you in brackets. You both made it. This seed can go burn.
Yes, it can. Thank you so much for the commentary, guys. I look forward to watching the restream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Thank you both.
It was
Absolutely.
very close, though. So, because like you both had were just about ready. The only just Alsoa was able to scrape the Triforce out of 6.
6 would have been nice to find. If I would have found 6, I would have dug it instead of 7.
6 was down in the West
It was-
Forest over by the lake spot.
Yeah, it was the southeast pond.
Oh.
You go to the right
Yeah.
one screen, your boomerang shows up, you go up 2 rooms at the Triforce.
Oh,
a
that would have
couple
been
Google
nice.
rooms.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was like, do I continue searching the overworld for 6? I have everything. Like, I can open everything, or do I just go into 7 where I know the dungeon is?
I didn't realize you had not found 6. That explains what you were doing with some of your searching after you found, I think it was level 9 that was your last level found or something. No, level 4 was your last level found.
Yeah, I found 4, and then later got the hint for silvers, and was like, oh, going back to 4, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think we need to wrap things up here because we do have a Link to the Past Randomizer League race coming up at 10 o'clock. So any closing words? I'll start with Veetorp.
It's been awesome. Looking forward to brackets. Thank you also. It was a great race, even though it was a very rough world to be in tonight.
And Alsoa.
Thank you to Veetorp for making this race really nice and tight. And yeah, I'm okay with putting Dark Nuts on the overworld in my next seed.
All right, Vincent, any closing words from you?
Thank you, Veetorp. Thank you, Alsoa, for doing for putting on a great race. Thank you, Rick, for doing commentary. Thank you, Moon Risen, for the tracking. Thank you, SG, for putting on this show, and thank you, chat, for keeping us on our toes. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much. We do have more Z1R going on this evening. The next race to be restreamed will be coming up at 10:30 p.m. That's over on SpeedGaming 3. Other races going on right now, including SpeedGaming 4, with the Danny P Speed versus Mr. Dunlow, and maybe the SG3 one is still going, but I don't know at this point in time. All right, so let's get out of here. Link to the Past Randomizer coming up next here on this channel, and we'll be back for more Z1R at another point. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks for watching Speed Gaming.